We have an important mission today because we have to do a review video. No, it's not a food review, unfortunately. Today we are reviewing a harness which can help dogs with joint pain, dogs who are post-surgery, older dogs, any dog that's having a little bit of difficulty getting around, and that is the PetSafe CareLift. Now, this is gonna be a bit of a frustrating review for me, and I'll explain why. Now, normally, we start with the negatives when we review dog food, but this time we're actually gonna start with the positives. You ready? So I'm using this in this experiment with my 13-year-old Belgian Shepherd who has a tendency to limp a little bit when going for very long walks. He had some surgery when he was a baby. Before he came to live with me, he was hit by a car. He was kept for breeding purposes. He got off the chain. He got hit by a car. The people didn't want to do it. We got him a very expensive experimental surgery, and now he has a bionic elbow and wrist. All right, they're not bionic, but he does have artificial tendons in there. That can lead to some issues. So this harness is there to help him walk more often because exercise is ultra important for senior dogs in both weight management, keeping them lean, keeping them strong, their mental health, even gut health, joint health, the whole. So with that said, we're gonna start with the positives. And what is positive number one? The harness really works well. It's absolutely fantastic. It takes pressure off of his front arm, off the joints for your dog. It works in the front and the back, so there are two pieces that can be connected together. If your dog only needs help in the back, that's fine, or if they need help with their front legs, also fine. There's a shoulder strap that comes with it, which makes taking that weight off of their joints quite easy. Now, he's a big guy. He's over 40 kilos, but I'm also big, so my weight counteracts his. Wasn't really difficult at all to keep him up. I mean, listen, we're only taking a little bit of pressure off the joints. We're not carrying them around with this. Given the leverages that are provided by this harness, even a smaller person with a big old dog would have no problem, and the shoulder strap keeps you from bending forward and trying to pull your dog up, which can obviously give you shoulder and back issues. Number two, it is built from very strong materials. The nylon straps are tough. The straps, the connectors, the hooks, everything is made out of metal. It is absolutely fantastic, strong. Again, he's a big dog, had zero issue with the strength of the straps and of the harness itself. And number three, the shoulder support. The shoulder strap should be, it's probably better if you wear it as a seatbelt, give you a little more leverage, especially if you have a bigger dog. Absolutely very comfortable to walk with. We did some long walks with it and it's fantastic. But now we have to get to the part that makes me pull my hair out, right? And those are the negatives. And what is negative number one? This is the biggest. This harness only comes in two sizes, medium and large, which means there is an enormous amount of variation in the sizing of it. Now, the medium would be for medium large dogs. So smaller dogs, even a dog as maybe size would be out. So if you have a Chihuahua, if you have a very small dog, absolutely no help for them. There are other brands for that, but it is odd that they only offer these two sizes. And in this, it leads to problems with the fit. Now, for a 40+ kilo dog, you got the large size. We measured it in centimeters. It is as accurate as possible. It doesn't fit his front legs, okay? The chest harness, it's not too small, it is enormous. Even on the smallest setting, it is still enormous. As you can see, I can fit my entire hand up to almost up to my forearm underneath of there. That is an absurd amount of space. It doesn't have to be flat and tight, but that is way too much space to be pulling on. And the fact that the back legs fit, but the front legs, the front harness does not, is disconcerting to say the least. Now, I happen to have a medium that we were using for another dog. The medium harness fits his as a chest harness, but the back legs do not. So basically, he only needs support in the front, though we did try it with both. He was wearing the large on his back legs and the medium on his front legs. This is a huge issue. This is an 80, I believe I paid 80 euro for this, so probably that's about 90 bucks, maybe 100 pounds. That is an absurd amount of money to pay. You can't buy two of them. So my advice to the company would be have more sizes, have more accurate sizes, because as any of you who bought collars and harnesses, even just walking harnesses, you know, when there's a huge variation in how many centimeters or how many inches you can do for the dogs, the fit is never correct. So this review, as I said, is frustrating because the product actually works. It works so super well. Helped him walk, helped him have no limping pain after. He's walking more often, and for that it's fantastic. But to have to buy two, if your dog needs both sides, that's absurd. So what do we give? What do we give this? Ready? How many? How many paws do we give? One. Oh, she's very stingy. I'm not gonna give one. I'm gonna say 2.5. You're very tough on these products. 2.5 out of 5. I mean, they lose for the fit. They get 2.5 for the fact that it actually works. Any company representatives watching this, get your sizing correct. Offer a small, a medium, a large, and an extra large. It is worth it because the pet parents out there want the accuracy. You don't want anybody buying an 80-euro harness and then having to send it back because it's far too big or far too small, right? So, that being said, what should everybody do next? Watch the next video. Very good advice.